pig.
Doug, there's no point in
Sherlock
talking
Holmes.
to him because
I
he's
know.
not interested
I'm talking
in
about
letting
Trump.
us talk.
Donald Trump.
He's not interested
I
in
know.
letting us talk at all.
It's impossible. Yeah, the closet with him is glass and clear. It's a clear glass. Mr. Belding, how you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Not much, man. How old are you?
19.
All right, what's on your mind?
Number one, justice for my man Dunn. He did nothing wrong.
I don't know who you're talking about.
The last guy that was in here, did you see his username?
Well, I have to drop somebody who's not willing to have a conversation. If you're going to continuously over talk when we're talking, then yeah, I'm going to drop you.
I just want to defend him and say that he didn't seem afraid of gay people, just didn't like it.
Well, that's based from
fear. Which is not a phobia.
But it's based in fear.
Not necessarily based from fear.
Well, sure it is. He's afraid either like he's going to be gay or some gay person is going to do something to him. That's what it stems from. Yeah.
Didn't sound like it. All he said is just he didn't agree with the idea of it. That's not.
It was a little more than just not agreeing. It was some sort. It was a strong negative emotion towards it, despite it having zero effect on him in his life.
And phobia isn't just fear. A phobia can be a hatred of something as well.
Mm-hmm.
So if he didn't have the fear, he definitely had the hatred.
Yeah, if you look up phobia, it's a fear or an aversion to. So it's not just fear; it's also an aversion.
Okay,
do you agree that being gay is wrong?
I don't necessarily care for it.
Well, I'm not asking if you.
It doesn't matter to me. Well, I mean, like, it's not, gay people or whatever.
Right, but it's not a matter of caring. Like, I don't care or love it or not. It's just who you are, and I just don't care if you are gay or you're not. It's just be who you are. Don't harm other people. Just engage in consensual adult actions, and I'm fine.
Okay.
So I just don't understand why that would be a bad thing.
I just want justice for my man Dunn.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, why are you up here cucking for some guy that was up here before you? That's just weird.
I don't know. I just want to. Is that an issue?
I just want to.
Oh, I loved
him.
Oh, there's the crash out, Erica. Erica, there's the crash out. So guess the moment you guys mock her British accent, that's when you guys are crashing and we know you lost.
Because the fact is this, right? You just can't accept that there's people who are not from your country in the world, and for some reason that gets to you, and I don't even understand why.
I don't get it either. Like, it really bothers them that there's people that are just not from this country. Like, it really bothers them.
I have a father who's actually from Britain. So
right.
I have a British citizenship too, so.
Do you?
Well, that just makes it worse.
Hang on. What's on the front? What two animals are on the front of a British passport?
I don't have my passport on me.
That should be easy.
I have a citizenship there. I don't really go there though, like rarely ever.
Okay, so and you don't know what's on the front of your British passport?
No, because I'm not staring at the British passport. I don't know what's on the US passport, to be honest.
Oh dear.
Because I don't go. I rarely travel. I last traveled like 10 years ago there.
Yeah, dude.
You're 19.
Yeah.
Guys, let's get to a new guest at 15,000 likes. So it's not a hard goal to reach 15,000 likes. That's 1.5. We can get.
But Erica, just remember, World War II didn't pan out too well for you guys.
What? Wars rarely pan out well for. This is a wild freaking take.
I don't
First of all, wars don't pan out well for anybody. The whole point of war,
especially you guys.
No, well, that's weird. Why don't you go tell your dad that? Go have this conversation with your dad.
Oh, he fully acknowledges it too.
No, go do it now.
Wait, who were the allies in who were the allies in World War II? Do you know?
Yeah, tell us.
There's the Axis and Allies. Who were on each side? I don't think you know.
I don't think he knows how to unmute himself, which is embarrassing for him.
I think he's confusing World War II with like the Revolutionary War or something. Like,
didn't you guys get like bombed the hell out of in London like every single day?
Didn't you get bombed the hell out of in Pearl Harbor?
yeah, that is true.
You didn't even know they were coming, so you didn't even have any fighters ready to fight back.
Yeah, but that's when we kind of joined. That was kind of crazy, though.
Didn't you get bombed on 9/11 or crash on 9/11?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that didn't really pan out well for you guys. For us, well, I shall say.
And then wasn't there this, 2 whole wars in the Middle East? Well, arguably more than 2 whole wars in the Middle East as a result of 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not directly, obviously. Like Iraq was just I'm going to do what my dad couldn't do. But this is the most like pathetic conversation I've had for a while. And that's saying a lot.
I know.
Keep tapping and sharing. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. We're looking for opposition. 15,000 likes, we can get to a new guest. But the deal is we have to have a new guest in a request box. Well, he's gone. I didn't pick him.
Who was it? I think he accidentally dropped himself halfway through what he was saying, which is hilarious.
Yeah, I didn't kick him, guys. All right, this guest is loading. But if you do disagree with the background I have up there, or you voted for Trump, etc., there is a request button at the bottom. Please do hit that. Yeah, all right. Well, this person's loading too much. Hello, Alicia. Alessia.
That would have been.
I know. I saw that. That's why I really wanted him to load.
That would have been confusing. That's like when I'm on the same panel as Erica Shante.
Oh yeah.
And depending on whose panel it is, we'll either get called British Erica and American Erica, or we'll get called Erica and other Erica. But it depends whose live we're on as to which one's other Erica and who was up first.
All right, and those on the tube, make sure you subscribe to me, okay? We did pass 500 subscribers, everyone. Although I thought it was 500 to monetize it, but I guess now it's 1,000. So we now have a new goal. 500 more, everyone. Well, thank you, Josh. It's very nice of you to say that. That's very nice of you. Hope everyone's having a terrific Sunday so far. If you're enjoying live, click the red follow button and absolutely give Erica a follow. British Erica.
I'm the only Erica here, so you're fairly safe that it's
me. Just wanted to be extra clear.
Yeah, just in case you were, elsewhere, and that was the biggest pivot. Yeah, well, World War II didn't pan out too well for you guys. What?
Yeah, I don't know why he brought that up. Because we were talking about like gay stuff, right? Isn't that what he came up for? Yeah, that was so odd. Yeah. I love that the moment that they mock your accent, like we know they have nothing else to say. Like that's just my favorite thing. In fact, moving forward, when you're on the live, I'm going to bring that up initially, just to let them know that if you start doing that, me talking to them, that means you lost the debate. Yeah, I'm going to bring it up preemptively.
So you know, we are all already aware that Erica is British, so there's no need to mention that at any point in the conversation.
Yeah, yes, exactly right.
I'm going to start doing wild pivots like that. Like somebody's going to be talking about the economy, and I'm just going to be like, yeah, but you guys in the United States have badges that look shit. Our badges are much better than your badges.
Well, you can pull a Pam Bondi, and when we're talking about the e-files, you can say, well, what about the Dow?
Yeah, it's at $50,000.
Is this my real voice?
Yeah,
no, this is my fake voice, guys. I actually don't sound like this at all.
That might have been a jump scare for people in the comments that were not aware that I was British, because I do hide it incredibly well. My favorite thing is when people say, "Are you from Europe?" Yeah, that you just have to name one of 32 countries. Someone said to me on a live this morning, "I've just come back from Europe and it's shit." And I was like, "Where in Europe?" And she said Switzerland. And I was like, okay, so you're judging 32 countries on
Off of one
country that you did not enjoy.
I just think they like to group everything together because I don't think they have the ability to understand nuance. A lot of these people. I really don't. We have a guest. What's up? What's up, Donald Trump?
Yeah, hello?
Hey, man. How old are you?
18.
What year were you born?
2007.
Okay. What's up, man? What's on your mind?
Yeah, I think they're helping him. I think they're doing the exact opposite.
Okay.
So
in which
I
way
would
is...
disagree.
Okay, that's good. Let's have a good conversation about it. In which way is Trump and his administration helping America?
Well, I think people are way too harsh on ICE. I think they're just doing their job, and people just can't handle it because when we want to do something in America, we have to go through so much bureaucracy. And when it comes to Trump, when he wants to do something, he just goes ahead and does it.
Like his
And I think
healthcare
that's
plan?
so much more effective.
What about when he wanted to have a healthcare plan? How come he didn't put that forward?
How come he didn't do that?
Yeah, you said when he wants to do something, he does it. I was wondering why he didn't.
Well, I would have to
Do
look. I would have to look into that, right? But from what I can tell, Trump is a guy that when he does something or wants to do something, he doesn't go through all the fucking layers. He just goes ahead and does it.
I have
the
a question
ethos?
for you. So what is it that dictates the bureaucracy of like laws and stuff like that?
That's a very general question to ask.
Well, how in terms of how laws are set and who gets to set them in the United States, what's that whole bureaucracy called? It has a name. The something.
The Constitution? What are you
There we
talking?
go. Yeah, the Constitution. So, do you not like the Constitution then?
Well, the Constitution isn't everything.
It literally is when it comes to your laws. It literally is everything.
Yeah, and I think something that holds us back, right? And the left makes this argument a lot, right? They're like, oh, well, when the Constitution was made, we had no idea that we would have machine guns, right? So we should get rid of guns.
Nobody on the left nobody on the left wants to get rid of them. I've never heard anyone on the left say that.
You've never heard? Then you haven't been in the same circles I have.
I think you've been listening to Fox News propaganda. We want sensible regulations, but that's not the topic.
I guarantee you. Can you give us a name to call you that's not Donald Trump?
Just what shall I call
Trump.
you?
Trump. Or did you say Trump?
Just call him guest. Guys, let's get to a new. Let's get to a new guest at 35,000 likes. Okay, so if you guys want a new one, just tap clicker. We're looking for opposition.
Wait, Erica, are you an immigrant to the U.S.? Where are you from?
Oh, before we do get that, hold on. Before she answers that, not to interrupt you, if you mock her accent, that means you lost the debate. Just to let you know. I'm just saying if you start doing that.
You started off with that. Does that happen a lot?
It does, yeah.
Every time.
Just about. Just to let you know, if you start doing that, that means you lost the debate. So refrain from doing that.
I can tell like she doesn't have an American accent, but she might be.
He's gonna do it anyways. He's gonna.
No, I just said. How is that mocking her? She doesn't have an American
one.
She might be living here. I don't know. She might be living here.
Can I ask a question? If I know about this stuff, why does it matter where I live?
No, I was just asking to get to know you, kind of.
I'm not gonna date you. There's no point. You're far too young for me. I appreciate that you are only human, and I am a cougar, and all of that stuff. But I'm not gonna date you.
Well, you don't sound that old to me, but whatever you say.
Stop trying to. You're not. It's not gonna work. I'm not gonna date you. Quit it.
All right, so what's your question?
Well,
Doug,
I
what's
was
your
asking
question?
you whether. Well, you were saying that that people on the I don't know, Democrats or the left want to get rid of pew pews. Who was the last? What was the last piece of anti pew pew legislation, or the last EO regarding regulating pew pews, and who made it?
Who was the last guy who regulated pew-pews?
Yeah, less like politician.
I couldn't tell you. That's a
It's
hard
easy.
question.
It was Donald Trump, and it was the bump stock ban that got overturned by the Supreme Court. So it's whereas in Joe Biden's term, there was no proposed anti-pew pew legislation. So it sounds to me like the person who wants to regulate your pew pews is the guy who's in charge right now.
Well, that's because the reason Joe Biden didn't do anything to stop people from getting pew-pews is because the guy's fucking senile. He can't even move his toes.
Oh, so
Okay,
you don't like the Second Amendment either? You think they should do something to stop people getting pew pews?
No, I love pew-pews. I'm just saying, right?
What did
Like,
fine?
because
Fine. What's your excuse for Obama? Because there was nothing that he did to take them away.
Obama?
You have an excuse for him? Because he wasn't old.
I don't have. Well, Obama was such a long time ago. He's like not someone I've considered in such a long time.
So
I
you
couldn't
don't
tell
have
you anything
so you
good
don't
or
have an
bad.
example of a Democrat politician trying to take away the people.
Well, I can't tell you about every single Democrat politician
Can
and
you tell
why I
me?
hate
Just tell me
them,
about
but-
one. Okay, just tell us about one.
Yeah, I didn't like Joe Biden.
But how did he take away the pew pews or infringe upon the second?
Oh, you mean on that specific thing?
Well, that was your claim. I was present. I know. I was aware of it. We're good now, right? We're good?
Yeah, well, your picture is still freezing up occasionally, but we can hear you.
All right. I got to text my landlord. All right, but go ahead. I seem to be good on my end.
Yeah, so if Democrats are the ones trying to take away people's pew-pews, why have they brought forth no policy to do so?
Well, I was speaking more on the general population, on the representatives, right? But thinking about the Constitution, it holds us back. I don't mind violating it. Right? I don't think like a 200-year-old paper is not true.
So I
and what
was
we should
right.
do.
You don't. So I was right. You don't like the Constitution. So
Yeah,
you're not.
neither
so
does
you're-
Trump.
So you're not a conservative, and neither is Trump.
How so?
What does the word conservative mean?
Meaning you like old ideals.
No, it means to keep the same, to conserve.
Yeah,
And
to uphold traditional
my
values.
understanding,
Yeah.
pre the election, every single conservative that we spoke to were claimed to be a constitutionalist. But now Donald Trump is going against the Constitution. That's okay. Can you tell me what's it like for your goalposts to be on wheels? And depending on what Donald Trump says, your opinion flip-flops. How does that feel?
Well, sorry. Because we live in a republic, right? It's more so about the representative for me. And I think Trump's just the best one that there is, that we have.
Why?
Yeah, so when you talk about conservatism and like upholding traditional values, that doesn't mean you have to uphold every single traditional value, right? Family values are one thing, religion is one thing,
What do you think
and
of
believing
the
in
first,
gun is another.
What do you think of the First Amendment?
The First Amendment, if it holds us back, we don't need that.
Okay, so in theory, any of the amendments holding you back, you don't need them.
Yes.
Okay, so if anything that's holding you back, you don't need it anymore. You should no longer have any laws, right?
If a law is holding us back, get rid of it. If it's helping us, keep it.
Who gets to dictate? Who gets to decide whether it's helping or hindering?
Society.
Right.
If we see that something, because we can test it, right? If we see something is not helpful for society, then get rid of it, right? If it is helping, keep it.
But who gets to decide if it's helping? Because I would say that people like Trump's approval ratings going down, especially on things like immigration, which includes all the ICE stuff. That's society saying they don't approve of what he's doing, so he shouldn't be doing it, right?
Well, no, it's the illegal immigrants that are disapproving of that. If someone's illegal in the
No,
country,
that's false. They don't survey illegal immigrants in polling. That's not a thing. They're voters, and you have to be a citizen to vote.
so let's say you're saying that the polls and they say they don't like this for like what's the reason exactly that they give? Because a poll is just a yes or no thing.
It's approve or disapprove. So we don't know the reason, but we know that Trump's approval rating on immigration has dropped
a lot.
significantly.
I'm going to go ahead and even show that.
Is it 20 points, something like that?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show it. Give me 1 second. Guys, keep tapping and sharing. We are looking for opposition. Make sure you all sub to me on the tube, okay? Yeah, so here is his overall approval. And we can get to a new guest at 35K, assuming we have somebody in the request box. So this is his overall approval rating currently. And again, as Erica probably said, this isn't a singular poll. This is the average of hundreds of polls, including many right-wing polls, such as Fox.
Can you show us the one just on immigration?
Yeah, I'm gonna scroll. Yeah, I'll scroll down. Give me a second. Immigration is this one right here. So as you can see, in the past couple months, the disapproval has really started to go up. Approval's gone down. So we're looking at a 54% disapproval, a 41.7 approval. As far as net, that's a net minus 12.3. The green one.
Yeah, well, I guess it depends on which state you're from. In Wyoming, they all love him, but I guess in California they would hate him, right?
But that's why this is the average of all these polls. See these polls here? This is one page out of 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So
9,
this
10.
is across the entire country,
right? So this would be hundreds of polls.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to know exactly what about that they dislike, right? Because if they say, "Oh, we dislike ICE," right? I'd have to ask, what exactly about ICE is worse for our society, right? I have to ask, and each person has a different reason, right?
Well,
Good or bad.
maybe some of them actually think that your constitution is worth the paper it's written on, and would like it to be upheld by the president like he swore in his oath of office, because that's what he swore to. He swore to upholding the Constitution of the United States, and yet you, for some reason, are perfectly okay with him breaking the promise that he made to you, the people.
As long as he's doing something that you like. But if somebody on the left broke the Constitution or any laws within the U.S. doing things you don't like, then it would be the end of the world.
Well, it differs because politicians lie. Trump lied about that.
But
Bill Clinton lied about his affair with Monica Lewinsky.
No. Sorry. You just said, this is what you just said. You just said Trump lying that he was going to uphold the Constitution when he took his oath of office is equal to somebody saying that they did not get a blowy in the White House. That's what you're saying. That the laws, the founding document of your country, that has been upheld for 250 years, that contravening that document, which is the basis of the laws of your country and of the society you live in, is equal to somebody not wanting to get in trouble with their wife. That's what you're saying.
Well, you're making cheating sound a lot less worse than it is, but what I'm essentially saying is that I think Constitution, I think it's backwards. I think it's holding us back entirely. So when Trump lies like that about the Constitution, it's less important for me than it would be for someone else.
Okay.
Right?
So why hasn't he proposed any constitutional amendments? If the Constitution is bad and it's holding, certain parts of it are holding you back, where are the constitutional amendments that he's put forth?
Because Trump is doing what's good now.
No, stop. Because then what you're saying is, well, that amendment might be worth paying attention to in 10 or 20 years' time. If the Constitution is holding you back, where are his proposed constitutional amendments?
He just doesn't follow it. he just doesn't follow it. He does what he needs to do instead of.
And that's bad.
It's
That
too
is
much
bad.
bureaucracy, Erica. It's
No,
too much
no,
bureaucracy.
okay. So this is you. I don't think you understand what you sound like when you're saying this.
I don't think he does at all.
Hey, we need radical change. You know, it's important.
So
you
now
can
you
break the
like
Constitution.
radicals.
So you can
Isn't
break
Donald
the
Trump always? Isn't he always complaining about radicals?
What do you mean?
Well, I've heard him talking about the radical left all the time. I thought radicalism was bad.
Or is
Well,
it just
here's
radical
what's
leftists
happened.
that's bad?
The radical left have changed so much that
How so?
the radical
No,
left.
they haven't.
How has the
That's
left
false.
changed? Can you tell us how?
Hold on. Culturally, the left has changed so much in society. They
How so?
radically changed it,
How
and
so?
now it's the norm. But now
How
it's
so?
the norm. So we need to divert it back and balance it out by making radical right
How
change.
has the left become radical? I'm interested in hearing that.
Well, you've seen the files, man. You've seen what's about the transgenderism, Frankism. It's all embedded in our country, so we need radical
transgenderism
change.
isn't a thing, but what are you referring to? What's transgenderism? That's not a thing as far as I'm aware.
Well, man, it's changed the entire course of our country, you know? Frankism has destroyed our country.
Hold on, you got to start with one thing. What is transgenderism?
You don't know what do you mean you don't know what that is?
I'm asking you, what's transgenderism?
You've never heard of trans people before.
I'm well aware of what trans people are. I'm not aware of what transgenderism is, because
just
not a
put
belief.
two and two together, bro. It's like,
But
what do you mean?
transgenderism ensues that it's some sort of belief system. There's no belief system.
It is a belief system. The belief
there isn't.
that
Either you are trans or you aren't.
It's the belief that you can change your biological gender, dude.
No, it's not. You don't have
you don't even
biological...
know. Yeah,
gender is not biological. And I have a different question. What's Frankism?
You don't know what that is?
No, what's Frankism?
It's a sect of Judaism, right? But I'm not against the Jews. Listen, it's a sect of Judaism. I'm just saying what it is, right? And it essentially believes that to get to heaven, you need to do the worst amount of things ever to get to heaven and achieve.
Can you show me any kind of source on this at all? I've never.
It's all
I just want to
online.
let you know, and this is I teach religion, right? And I, as a teacher of religion, have never heard of this thing called Frankism.
Well, Doug, if you can show your screen, look it up, because it's the first thing that comes up when you look it up, right? There's no source needed on this. Every single source says the same thing.
Frankism?
The religion and essentially believes that to get to heaven, you need to do the worst possible things, so it kind of like diverges.
Wait, I want to make sure I'm spelling this correctly. Frank,
so
F-R-A-N-K.
Jeffrey Epstein believed in this religion. So when people are saying...
Hey, hold on. I want to make sure I'm spelling this correctly. Frankism? Like Frank, F-R-A-N-K, ism?
Yeah, man.
Okay, that's not a thing. I just looked like that's not a thing. I just looked it up.
No, I just, and also, can you show us a source that Jeffrey Epstein, that J.E.
It's in the files. It's in the files.
Where
right?
in the file? Which file number?
No, not Frank Sim. Frank-ism, dude. Not
That's
Frank Sim.
Frankism. Sorry, it corrected me. I didn't
So, which file specifically?
There you go, dude. What did I say? It is a thing. You just misspelled it, dude.
Trump.
Okay,
which file? Give me a file number.
You'd have to just look up Jeffrey Epstein Frankism, and it shows you.
No, I'm going to go to the
files. The files
are
huge. I literally can't go through all of them. I'm going to go to the files, and I'm going to look up Frankism. Give me a mo. So you guys have never heard of Frankism, then?
It's not that we haven't heard of it. We are questioning your belief system because I assume all of you guys are a victim of propaganda.
This is my belief system, dude.
It is a belief system. I think you're a victim of propaganda. I don't think you know what you were talking about ever. I think you repeat things that have been told to you, and I don't think you know why you have these certain beliefs.
Well, we're all repeating things we've been told.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Really? Every single word you're using has been taught to you by someone else.
We're talking about belief systems. You believe things because they have been told to you. when something is told to me, I don't just take it as truth just because it's something I want to hear. I question it. I look into it. I fact check it, right? So when you hear, for example, transgender people are doing this or that, you just believe it. You don't bother to talk to trans people. You don't bother to look into see if these things are correct or not. You just believe it. Hence why you have these crazy beliefs about trans people.
All right.
I just want to point out, I just went to the search of the files and I typed in the word Frankism and it said no files found. So where do I find this?
Well, here's the thing. I can't tell what exactly you're doing on your screen. This guy just told me that it doesn't exist at all, and he just misspelled it. So I don't know what you're doing on your screen. I can't spoon feed you this information. Right?
No. You made the claim, and just because first of all, I didn't misspell it. It corrected me. Okay.
You did misspell it,
shut
bro.
the fuck up. It don't hold that again. Hold on. Just because it corrected me, that doesn't mean everything we say from here on out is wrong. So let's get past that, and I want you to be able to tell her where you found that.
But put me on the big screen for a sec, Doug. So this is the DOJ, and this is where you go to search the files, right? And you can see I've typed in correctly spelt Frankism, and then under it it says no results found. Please try a different search. So which file is it? Because I can't find it.
Well, I don't think you're doing it correctly.
What do you?
Is this just a screenshot?
This is a screenshot from the DOJ website where you can go in and you can search particular terms. Like I could search up Donald Trump, or I could search up Judaism, or I could search up any word and it would show me every file that contains that word. The word Frankism is not in any of the files.
I don't think you're looking correctly.
She just typed it in. She just typed it in.
And so did you, Doug, but did you do it correctly?
Again,
no, man.
that has nothing to do with what we're saying. You see on screen she spelled it correctly. Talk about that. Stop talking about how things were misspelled 20 minutes ago. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about anymore. Stop mentioning that.
It's not relevant, bro. Because you guys aren't in the electronic.
Hold on. Is it spelled? Was it spelled correctly on her screen? Yes or no?
Frank said no. That's not correctly spelled.
Was it spelled correctly on her screen?
Correctly.
Is that spelled correctly on her screen? Yes or no?
Yes.
Well,
I want him to answer.
Did she even click search, bro? Did she even click search?
Yes, she did. No results found.
Yes, because it says no results found. And if you don't think that's true, you go to that website now. We'll wait for you.
Well, listen, I'd have to show you a step-by-step process.
You go to that website now. You go to the DOJ Epstein search bit of the DOJ's website. All you have to do is Google search the e-files with the whole word, and the website will come up, and then you give me the document number of any documents that come up. Easy.
Well, I'd have to show you a step-by-step process to go through that. But
you
that's
don't
so
need a
tedious.
step-by-step process when it's like looking at a PDF or a Word document. You just use the little find tool, which she did,
clearly
and spelled it
it's not that
correctly.
easy for you guys. I'd have to show you.
You're so
Dude,
goofy.
I don't think you looked this up. Bro, you never looked this
Doug,
up.
you really embarrassed yourself when you looked up Frank Sim.
Shut up. You're backing up what I said, that you never looked into these things. Somebody told you that this was true. I don't know who it was, right? It could have been Fox News. It could have been Newsmax. It could have been OAN. It could have been some podcaster. I don't know. But you never bothered to see if it was true. This is why...
No, you just misspelled it, dude.
She had it spelled correctly on screen. What did she do wrong? Tell me that.
Well, listen, you'd have to look at what Jeffrey Epstein practices and what he does.
Did she or did she not spell Frankism correctly?
Hold on, you have to listen,
did she spell Frankism correctly? Yes or no? The answer is yes. She spelled it correctly. And why didn't anything show up on screen?
Listen, just because...
Answer the question. Answer the question.
I'm answering it. I'm answering if you let me speak and stop.
Okay, so I want you to now search it. Since you feel that you're able to find it. I want you to search it.
So you want me to show you? All right, listen.
I want you to show us what you claim you found, because Erica did it on screen. Nothing came up. People in the comments did it. Nothing came up. So clearly, there's something going on here. Maybe you should try. And I think the most logical conclusion is you never looked it up on your own. It was told to you. So
that's the conclusion that you really like in your head.
So prove us wrong. So prove us. Hey, prove us wrong. Shut up. Prove us wrong. Prove us wrong.
I am. You're not letting me speak.
So do it right now. I'll tell you what. Hey! I'll pay you $500 to do it right now and show us that it's
Man,
in the
you're
files.
so narrow-minded. You have to let me speak, and then you'll actually understand, right?
Okay.
So first of all, just because the word explicitly Frankism, maybe if you can't find it in the files, doesn't mean he's not a Frankist, right? If you look at how this guy acts and what he does, right? If you look at his acts in Bohemian Grove, this guy's the things he practices, you'll see it seriously aligns with Frankism and what they follow, right? If you see someone praying 5 times a day and he wears a kufi, just because he says he's not a Muslim or just because he doesn't say he's a Muslim, doesn't mean that there are serious indications that he is. So if the guy ate fucking babies for fuck's sakes, how can you think of a less morally immoral thing to do?
Stop. First of all, there are Muslims who don't pray 5 times a day because it's what you should do according to the 5 pillars, but a lot of Muslims don't. And secondly, there are Christians that pray more than 5 times a day, or 5 times a day. So those Christians, are they Muslims just because they pray?
But I'm saying if you see someone wearing a kufi and he prays 5 times a day, that it's like a hat they wear, dude. But if you see someone doing
it correctly.
Well, I'm pronouncing it in English, right? Just because I'm not pronouncing it in Arabic doesn't make it. Hold on, Professor, how about you tell me how you pronounce it?
You're saying something like goofy. That's how you're pronouncing it, is you're saying goofy, goofy.
How do you know it's
not
wrong?
Goofy.
How do you
Because I've
pronounce
heard
it?
actual people pronounce it before. I bet you also have problems saying Kamala.
Hey,
hold on, Professor. How do you pronounce it then? Because you're saying it's wrong. You tell me how it's pronounced.
So
it's kafi, not kufi.
Kafi. Prove it.
You want me to also look that one up?
Hang on. We're not looking anything up until you've looked up at least one claim you've made. Because so far, your evidence for what you've said has been, well, I'm telling you. That's not evidence. That's just you saying shit.
It's oral evidence.
No, there's not evidence.
Oral evidence?
Yeah, you never heard of eyewitness testimonies, dude? When someone does a testimony, that's considered evidence in court.
So when people had a testimony against Trump raping them, was that true?
Well, you'd have to compare the evidence and consider what's right or what's wrong.
That's
when someone orally says something, that's evidence in of itself, dude.
Okay, so it was evidence.
Twisting into the pretzel is wild.
I know, it is crazy. It is absolutely crazy.
I want to ask a question.
Sure.
You said eyewitness testimony. When did you meet Jeffrey Epstein?
What?
Oh, what's that?
Oh, sorry. Can you guys heard that?
Well, I've actually met Donald Trump before.
No, sorry, I didn't ask you about Donald Trump. I asked you when you met Jeffrey.
Donald Trump knows Jeffrey Epstein.
Okay. Oh, so now what you're saying is, if there was a court case and I happen to know, like, I don't know, I happen to know the victim or the perpetrator of that crime, I should be able to go to court and testify just because I've met a friend of one of theirs.
Well, the police would take in your testimony and consider in court.
Right. The police would give 0 fucks about your testimony on either of them. Because meeting someone for 30 seconds or a minute or 5 minutes or 10 minutes doesn't mean you know anything about anything.
So,
Doug, I was right. It is kufi, not kafi. I was right.
That's not what she said, kafi.
So I was right, Doug.
You weren't. You don't know how to... You don't know how to read how to read
no,
that.
She was saying it like it's a fucking latte. Kufi was right.
Okay.
I was saying kafia because you're referring to those
It's not
stars.
kafia. You're saying it was an A.
Shut up. I want you to tell me the last time you were incorrect about something in relation to politics to Donald Trump. Can you give me an example of last time that you were wrong about something? I'm just trying to see something.
Last night.
Okay, what were you wrong about? And we're not just talking about a tiny thing. Tell me something that you believed in relation to Trump.
Thing?
Tell me something that you were in relation to Donald Trump that you were wrong about last time. When was that?
I thought that Donald Trump bled when he got shot in his ear, but he didn't bleed that much.
You know that's not what I'm talking about. Can you give me an example
of
last time you were wrong?
What do you want me to say, bro?
Because you know what I'm asking. I'm trying to prove that you have the ability.
No, right now you're moving the goalposts because you know Professor
shut up.
was wrong.
I want to see if you have the ability to know when you're wrong in relation to these things. And right now you're showing.
I was wrong about his bleeding. I was wrong about that.
Can you give me something like in relation to Trump, not about bleeding?
You don't like the answer, then because you don't like the answer. I had to say something else.
Can you give me something like actually big, or are you just going to give me
you're just pivoting, bro? Because you know your friend was wrong.
Are you going to give me something? Yes or no?
I gave you something. You just don't like it.
You're telling me he bled or not? Can you give me something big?
I thought he bled a lot. You didn't bleed him. Didn't bleed that
that's
much.
That's not what I'm talking about, and you know that's not what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you want me to say.
I can tell you the last time he was wrong about something was when he said that I could just look at the Epstein files and it would show me that he was a Frankist when that word doesn't appear, because that word would need to appear from him to prove that he is something. So that's the last time he was wrong.
Keep tapping and sharing, guys. We're looking for opposition. If you're joining live, click the red follow button on the top left. For those watching in the tube, make sure you all sub to me over there. Hey, can you show us?
Have a lot to learn.
Okay, can you show us where in the e-files that Frankism exists? Because
you'd have to look at Jeffrey.
I want you to do. I want you to do it on. I want you to do it now. I want you to do it. Shut up. I want you to do it now because Erica did it on screen and nothing was there. So I want you to now try. Can you try?
Are you willing to listen?
I want you to do it on screen, like Erica just did.
All right, I did it.
I want you to do it on screen. Turn your camera on, like she did.
I don't have permission.
Yes, you do. I just invited you to unmute your camera.
I don't have permission. I'm trying to accept it.
That's incorrect. I'm giving you an invite right now to turn it on.
I'm trying to accept it. It doesn't let me.
Okay.
I don't have permission.
Sure, that's a nice excuse.
Have you been on the other side of this, bro? Because it's not the same as for you as it is for me.
Okay. Well, it's weird that it's weird that every other guest is able to turn on their camera, but you. That's really interesting.
It depends how many followers you have, bro.
Right, and you have the ability to turn your camera on. If you didn't, it wouldn't give me the option to invite you.
So what's the limit? How many do you need to do that?
You have the limit. You're above the limit.
So, and what is that limit?
You're above it right now because it gives me the ability.
I'm asking you what
it doesn't matter. I have the ability to invite you to turn the camera on. If you
can invite me, but I can't accept it.
Cool. Okay. If you want to make that as an excuse, if you
want to make that, did you misspell it again?
If you want to make that as an excuse, you're welcome to do so.
You
gotta fix your prescription, bro. I think you misspelled it.
You can't misspell it. You just have to press a button. Look, I'll do it too. There we go. I've sent you an invite to turn your camera on.
Right. Erica, if he didn't have the ability, if he didn't have permission to turn his camera on, it wouldn't give you the ability to invite him, correct?
That's actually wrong, bro. I don't think you know how it works.
Hang on a minute. We know exactly how it works because we're on these doing this all the time. And if you can't invite someone, that icon is grayed out and you can't press it. So Doug is exactly right. You're choosing not to turn your camera on.
I do it all the time too. It doesn't let me.
I just looked it up, whether J.E. was a Frankist or not. And that is a conspiracy theory from a book by someone called, I think it was Leo something.
Geez, who would have thought?
So
it's a conspiracy theory.
It's an unproven conspiracy theory.
35,000 likes, new guest, guys, or 2 galaxies, or 20 on the cash, or on the Phalanx.
Did you read the book?
Who's the author of the book?
I'm asking, did you read the book?
No, who's the author of the book?
I just read the book. I didn't read the author.
What was the book called?
It's about Jeffrey Epstein.
No, but what was it called?
I just told you.
No, you didn't. What was the book called? What was the title
Erica,
of the book?
Did you read the book?
What was the name of it?
Well, you haven't read the book because you don't know what it was
I read the
book
online somewhere. I read the
What's
book
the name of it?
I read a few pages. I don't have the physical book.
Guys,
I read a few
it
pages.
went from I read the book to I read a few pages, which is still a lie because you still can't tell us the title of it. What?
Well, it's actually, I heard there was, now in a minute it will be, well, I didn't read a few pages, but I heard there was a book. And if you only read a few pages, how do you know he proves it in the book?
Because the pages I read proved it.
Which pages did you read? What page numbers?
I think I read like 20 pages.
You are so pathetic.
Which 20? Which 20?
Which 20? See, now you want to know what time it was.
Numbers work? I guess
what
you don't know how
day
numbers
it
work, but you
was.
could say pages 1 to 20.
Now you want to know
21
very
to
specific. You want to know where I read it.
What chapter
What my
was
coordinates were. You gotta.
How did you work out that those were the 20 pages you needed to read to prove it to you? How did that occur? Because in my experience, having read probably, I don't know, at least hundreds of books, if not, maybe even into the thousands, in order to get, to figure out in the book where something specific is, you have to read the whole book.
I love how much the YouTube comments hate you, Erica. They said this British lady is pathetic.
Oh, the YouTube, listen, they're pretending to dislike me. They actually really love me and they just don't want to say it.
I believe
it. Erica, I adore you. But listen, Erica, can you name 10 books? Name 10 books that you've read.
Okay. Well, I've read all of Jane Austen, which would be Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice, Persuasion, what else is in there? Mansfield Park, thank you. Northanger Abbey. There's another one, I can't remember the name of it.
Emma? Is Emma?
I've obviously read all 7 Harry Potter books because I'm British. So that's 12.
Emma. J.K. Rowling doesn't like transgenders.
So what?
J.K.
Rowling hates.
What a pivot! What a crazy pivot!
A nice pivot. I've also read a ton of the Brontes, like Wuthering Heights and Jane Eyre, and I've also read all of the Michael Wolff books about Donald Trump. I've also read all of the, what's his name? The guy that wrote All the President's Men. Oh, there you go. I've read All the President's Men and all of his books about Donald Trump. I've read so many books. What genre would you like?
I've read so many books. I've read all of the books.
I've read 1984, Animal Farm, Homage to Catalonia, so a ton by George Orwell. In fact, I think and Down and Out in Paris and London. That's another George Orwell one that I've read. I've also read if it's dystopian fiction, I've probably read it. So I've read like the one by Aldous Huxley, Brave New World. Have you read any books? Name 10 books you've read.
Yeah, I read all of the Harry Potter books, just like you have.
No, that's 7.
No, he hasn't.
Name another 3 books that you've read.
Animal Farm, Lord of the...
Name books that you've read that I haven't mentioned.
Man, you just have such good selection. We have the same taste.
Oh, we do?
Or you're just copying her.
Yeah.
But let me ask you something, Erica. Why would you read the work of a bigot in your mind? Have you read Mein Kampf as well? Why would you read that book? Why would you read that book?
I actually have read Mein Kampf.
Of course you have.
I've read it.
So you're undercover. You're a racist. You're undercover.
No, Pop it. I don't think you understand, okay? I have a degree in a subject called sociology, and in the first year of my sociology degree, I also did politics, and one of my courses was political ideologies. And one of the ideologies that we had to read about was an ideology called fascism. You may have heard of it. It was big in the 1930s and 40s, and seems to be making a comeback right now, which is weird. But I had to read a ton of different books. I've also read things like what's it called? A Vindication on the Rights of Women by Mary Wollstonecraft. So presumably I'm also a radical feminist. I've read The Female Eunuch by Germaine Greer. So I must, at the same time as being a Schnazi, also be a radical feminist, which is weird because those two don't go together. If you think that reading a book about something means that you believe everything in that book, then you haven't read enough books.
Well, you just seem to love the books of fascists and
Do I?
bigots.
Name another.
Hold on, you read like 7.
No, no. First of all, when I read the Harry Potter books, that was pre J.K. Rowling coming out as a transphobe, because she only did that after she wrote the Harry Potter books, and I read them all when they came out.
Jeez, that was like a millennia
we ever
ago.
knew that she was a transphobe.
But you like transphobes. You think that's a good thing? Because you're one.
Yeah, Don,
Well,
you
it-
should
it
read all the
depends
Harry
on-
Potter novels then.
Yeah, like that's a good thing to you.
It depends on the transphobe, right? I'm not gonna say I like them all.
That has
I
nothing
mean,
to do with being
Liking any
trans.
is a wild claim to make.
I've also read A Wealth of Nations by Adam Smith, but I don't believe in like laissez-faire economics. Like, what are you talking about? The point of reading is to find out about things, not because you necessarily agree with the author
Right.
or you disagree with them. It's just to find out information. And if you only read people that you agree with, then you're shutting off your mind to a whole world of information. And in fact, what you're doing is called confirmation bias, because you're only reading things that agree with you.
So Erica, you're telling me you read Mein Kampf with an open mind. You read that thinking, hey, I might change my opinion.
You're really trying. He's really trying to bring that. He tried to bring that up like 4 times.
He's gonna tear.
I know. He thinks that's such a gotcha.
With that reach.
He really thinks that's such a gotcha.
You're gonna tear your rotator cuff, guy.
Well, but also, why would I read it with an open mind? Why would you assume that I read it with my mind being open to being changed to the ideology?
That's what you say. You're like, I want to learn about fascism. Hey, I might change my mind.
Right. Okay.
So you read it with an open mind. What do you want me to say?
I didn't read it with an open. No, you're incorrect. I didn't read that with an open mind at all.
Well, then you weren't learning.
I was learning.
Hold on.
Well, if you can learn about, you can't learn.
That, first of all, you don't know what open mind means because you don't have one. You can read about fascism and get a good understanding of it. That doesn't mean you have to agree with it.
So if I'm teaching you, Doug, if I'm teaching you karate, dude, and you don't want to listen to me, you have a closed mind. You're not learning shit.
That's different because when you go into
it's
karate,
different now. All right, it's different.
I'll tell you what's different. If I were a kid who went into a karate lesson and my mum and dad had paid for karate, but I had no interest in learning, in being able to do karate. First of all, me watching it, even if I'm not participating, teaches me something about karate. Okay, even if I don't do it myself, me watching it teaches me something about it. Doesn't mean I have to like it or agree with it. It's still teaching me something. And I'm telling you this as a person who, stop unmuting yourself. I'm telling you this as a person who educates young people. There are a ton of people like you. I mean, I'm presuming you're still in high school from your attitude. And the fact that your teachers haven't taught you this is quite frankly wild. But even observing something being done but not taking part in it teaches you something. You do not have to go into that with an open mind, ever. Okay, there are people that go into science lessons thinking, well, that's not real, so I'm not going to. That doesn't mean that you don't learn what science thinks about something. Okay, I teach religion, for example, right? I don't teach it with a mind that I want the kids that I'm teaching to become religious. I'm teaching them about religion, not to be religious. If they happen to hear an idea that they like in one of the lessons and they want to ask me more about it, we have a discussion about that afterwards, right? But I'm not teaching them to be religious. I'm teaching them about something. And my intent on reading that book by that person wasn't that I wanted to be a Schnazi. It was that I wanted to learn about the way that they think. Okay? And the fact that you can't grasp that is wild.
Yeah.
Well,
hey guys, keep tapping.
Reaching at this point to make you sound a certain way.
Yeah,
well,
guys,
Erica,
keep tapping. We're almost at 35,000 likes, guys. We can get to a new guest. Tap away, please. Go ahead, guys.
It's cute you try to justify, right? But if you have such a closed mind, you're not willing to learn something.
Right. First of all,
you're not.
First of all, I did learn, as I've already explained to you. I did learn things. I learned his frame of mind at the time.
Oh
that he
shit!
wrote
You got
that
kicked
book.
a while ago by somebody. My bad. I'm so sorry, Tammy.
Oh.
Goodbye, dude.
That's
Somebody
a shame.
disliked you.
But
Somebody disliked you so much you got paid a gag.
Isn't it a shame?
Tammy, thank you so much. W Tammy says, nope, this kid isn't old enough to know. Tammy, I'm really, really sorry about that. Next time, just put bold comments or whatever. I really do apologize. Let's get to the next guest, though.
And I get what you're saying, Erica. I've never read that, but I did read The Rise and Fall of the Third Reich, which is a thick one, but I'm not reading it to, like,
It's a thick one.
revel in what stop it, Dougie. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not reading it to be like, it's not some weird car accident that I want to, like, just stare at. I wanted to learn how it came to be, because a lot of us aren't taught what happened in the 1920s and 30s.
Exactly.
We learn about all the other things, like the camps, right? We learn about that kind of stuff.
And I want to say as well, and I said this yesterday, my granddad was one of the first people into Belsen. Like, he was one of the liberators of Belsen. There is no way that I am reading a book by that guy with an open mind. It's just not going to happen.
Right.
Ever.
Noah, hello.
Hey, what's up?
Not much, man. How old are you?
I'm 25.
All right. And did you vote for Trump?
I did 3 times.
Well, okay. How do you think he's doing so far?
What was that?
How do you think he's doing so far?
He's doing fine.
Okay. Give me something you think he's doing good at so we can talk about it.
Immigration policies and all that shit.
Okay.
But
so,
actually, I'm sorry. I actually don't. I was just here to. I know I am immigrant here too, and I was just here to ask Erica basically something, if you don't mind.
just to let you know, just to pre-warn you, if you try to imitate her accent or try to ask her why, I'm just saying, if you try to do that, or you ask why she's on, she's on a panel talking about American politics, that's an automatic L for you. But go ahead and ask her a question.
Yeah, man. I have a big accent too, so I wouldn't make fun of her.
Okay, what's your question?
Yeah, I just have a question about your country, if you don't mind.
Sure.
So what do you think about your government oppressing freedom of speech? Like sending people to jail because shit that they post online.
Okay, well, freedom of speech has never been a right in the UK. So technically they're not really oppressing anything because it's never a right that we have had. We have always had incitement laws, and the Conservative government also put in hate speech laws. That was the Conservative government that did that. So if you want to complain about British Conservatives bringing in hate speech laws, I'm not a Conservative, so I would be the wrong person to complain about that too.
So you're
But by the way, people in your country are also being arrested for speech violations online. So yeah, that's a thing.
I have a question. How old did you say you were again?
I'm 25.
Okay, and how did you vote for Trump 3 times?
What's that?
How did you vote for Trump 3 times?
I did.
Math.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you
Did you
didn't.
do the
Why are you
math,
lying?
Noah, before you thought of 25?
Yeah, why did you lie?
I have another question for Erica.
No.
Oh,
Why
just
are you
skipping over
lying?
that.
We're not going to skip over this lie. Why did you lie? This like you didn't have to lie about this. Like it was not needed for the conversation. It was a lie that was totally just uncalled for, right? Why?
Don't worry about it.
But why did you lie?
I vote though.
Okay, 10 years ago, if you voted 10 years ago, you would have been 15. Maybe 16, but that's not old enough to vote. So why did you lie?
Okay, I vote twice.
So I'm just asking why you lied.
Why would that matter?
I'm just asking why you lied. And then we can move forward. Just tell me why you lied.
I was supporting him since I was.
But why did that's not what? Just I promise
It
we can move
doesn't
forward.
matter. I'm telling you,
It absolutely does matter. I want to know why you lied, and we can then move forward in the
Why
conversation.
does it matter?
Because if you're going to lie about something like that, I'm curious as to why maybe you'll lie in the future, because you may very well lie in the next.
No, I mean I'm just asking. I'm just gonna ask questions to Erica. That's all.
I want to know why you lied, but I want to know why you lied.
I'm not even asking about Trump.
Can you tell me why you lied? Go ahead, Erica.
I say it doesn't matter.
It does matter because when you come in and the first thing that you present is a lie, it means that nothing else that you say after that can be counted as genuine. But I also want to point out to you, when Donald Trump visited the UK last summer, in fact, it wasn't Donald Trump, it was J.D. Vance. He was staying in the Cotswolds, and the Secret Service, Donald Trump's Secret Service, the ones that were guarding J.D. Vance, came over in advance, and went round to all of the people that lived in the village that J.D. Vance was going to be staying in and asked for access to those people's social media. Do you not think that's a violation of those people's free speech?
Right. I was just curious why you're fine
No,
with that.
sorry. Do you think that was a violation of people's free speech? That the Secret Service, in a country that is not their own, went round to people and asked for access to their social media accounts?
Well, I don't know if it's true. I don't have any information about that.
It is true. It was in all the British newspapers. It's absolutely true.
I ate about half of this party size of potato chips while you guys were talking. Jesus, they're so fucking good.
So, Erica, you say you're a feminist and you love.
Well, first of all, I don't know why you're skipping over the question I asked you.
Because I told you I don't have information about that one, so why do you want me to talk about it?
I've just told you the information about that one. It's in British newspapers. You can go look it up. You can go, and it has people talking about the Secret Service knocking at their door and asking for access to their social media, asking everybody that lives in the house what social media accounts they have and whether they can have access to look at them. Does that sound like they're in favor of free speech to you?
Well, like I said, I don't know. Like, it doesn't sound like it, but I don't know if it's true.
She just explained it to you. She gave you the prompt. You can simply answer what she said. In your opinion, since you came in here with an opinion about free speech in her country.
That's not okay. I said in my opinion, that's not okay, but I don't know if it's true or not.
It is true.
She just told you.
You can go look it up yourself after this.
We're not the ones lying about our age, Noah.
Also, yeah, like it's just crazy to me how you having so many problems in your country that you'll be here like talking.
It's crazy to me that you lied about how many times you voted. That's what's crazy.
So sorry, what did you just say?
Yeah, it's crazy that you have so many problems going on in your country with immigration and all that. So many what? Problems.
What problems do we have?
Immigrations.
Well, hang on a minute. Doesn't the USA have immigration problems also, according to you?
Yeah, it does.
So what justification then do you have complaining about other countries' immigration issues?
Because you are talking about problems of another country and not yours.
I can absolutely talk about this country. I actually don't feel that we do have an immigration problem.
No.
No. What's the problem exactly?
So you're importing thousands of people.
First of all, we're not importing anybody. The government importing would require the government or an organization to be bringing people in. I will grant you that Ukrainian refugees were brought in at the beginning of the Ukraine war with the government's blessing, but there are no other people being brought in right now with the blessing of the government. So nobody's being imported. So start again without using the word imported.
Well, you're letting thousands of people in.
No, how many thousands? Because my understanding is that the US has let in, well, according to Trumpers, anywhere between 10 and 30 million.
Right, because the border was open.
It wasn't, but okay. But the thing is this, right? The country that I live in has a birth rate decline, a serious birth rate decline. If we don't have additional people here, there's no young people to pay taxes, which means when I become elderly, even though I've paid into the equivalent of Social Security, I will get nothing back from that because we're paying right now, you are paying for the people who get Social Security. You're not paying into a pot for yourself. I don't want my country to go to rack and ruin because there are less children being born.
How
So
many
we actually require migrants as you do.
how many millions of pounds does the UK spend on immigrants?
Well, this is where I think our government is wrong, actually, because I think our government is wrong because they don't let asylum seekers work until their asylum claim has been assessed. Whereas in the US, they do let asylum seekers work. So because they don't let them work, that means the government has the responsibility of looking after them. And I think the government are wrong in that. I think that they should let asylum seekers work. So I'm not in favour of the government spending all that money. I think they should let people work and earn that money.
Guys, 60,000 likes. We're going to get to a new guest, okay? We are looking for opposition, meaning anyone that voted for Trump.
Also,
if
like,
you did it,
you know,
please drop it over
most of the immigrants that you guys are getting are Muslims, right?
Where
no.
Can you show me the data on that?
No. Muslims? No. God, no, that's awful. Sorry, that was sarcasm.
Can you show me
it was sarcasm.
Because
do you know how they treat women?
No, stop. Because I can tell you the second most widely spoken language in this country is not Arabic, it's Polish. So can you show me where most of the migrants, I'll grant you, most of the migrants coming here by boat are Muslim, but most of the migrants coming here are not in fact Muslim. And another one who can't unmute themselves.
Yeah. Keep tapping and sharing. If you guys are doing live, click the red follow button
What's
on the top
the percentage of Muslim that you're getting? So you're supporting people that hate you, and you're supporting people that
I'm
hate
sorry.
homo-
Have you ever met any Muslims?
I do. I have been in the Middle East many times.
Okay, I've met a whole ton of Muslims, and I've never met one who was rude to me or hated me. Not ever. Guess who I have met who was rude to me and hated me? White British people. Never met a Muslim who was rude to me or hated me. In fact, I'll tell you this, as a teacher, the children that I have whose parents are migrants or whose parents are people of colour, I'm still talking. As a teacher, the parents of the children that I teach who are migrants or who are people of colour are far nicer to me than the white British parents are. Far nicer.
So you're saying that Muslim countries don't oppress women and don't hate
no, when did I say that?
Hang
on. No, you're conflating. What you are doing is you are trying to conflate what I say into something else. Guess what? You hate people.
That's the people that you are getting in your country.
The United States hates people. You're making a straw man argument that I did not make. I said, if you opened your ears, that the Muslims that I have personally met have all been incredibly polite, incredibly kind. Instead of listening to what I actually said, you were like, so you're saying these? No, I never said that. Stop conflating the things that I am saying with something that is in your head. It seems to me that you're just an Islamophobe who has never gone out and bothered to get to know anybody whose religion is not the same as yours. And that's because of your internalized hatred. I don't have that internalized hatred. I judge each individual person on that individual person. I do not judge any group of people by the entirety of the group. So don't put your misgivings onto me.
Keep tapping and sharing. 60,000 likes. Oh. Well, I don't know why he's not talking, but keep tapping and sharing. 60,000 likes, new guest.
I don't know. I feel like you should worry about all the women getting raped in the UK.
I just feel like that's not a response. Yes, I also want you to engage with what she said and not respond to something she didn't say.
What did she say? I just answered that she doesn't care about
you. That has nothing to do with what she just said.
Into one group, you're literally making a generalization about an entire group of people.
The vast majority, and I will say this, the vast majority of the women who are raped and essayed in the UK are raped and essayed in their own home by their own domestic partner, no matter what religion that person is, what race that person is, whether I don't like, those are the people, the majority of the people that are graping, essaying, and unaliving women is their own domestic partners. How dare you say that I am not interested in supporting women? I absolutely am. You have no idea who I am. You have no idea what I stand for. You have no idea that I work, like literally work every day with children that make what they call disclosures to me about the essay that they have gone through as young people, more often than not at the hands of a family member. And all of those children who have come to me and made a disclosure, I've never had one of my kids who's a migrant come and tell that to me. That doesn't mean it doesn't happen. It means they haven't told me. But the fact that you only care about grape and essay and unaliving of women when it happens to be a Muslim who's done it or a migrant who's done it, you don't care. There are 13 women every single day in the US that are unalived every single day, and you only care about the ones where you know their name because it was a migrant that did it. I care about all of them.
So just because you already have problems in your country, you can...
No, I'm not listening to this anymore, and you can go away. I'm literally done.
It's that,
yeah, dude,
it's that wild isolationism and nationalism. Like, I don't, like, we're on the same freaking planet. We have to interact with other countries. We're not, I can't understand why they keep coming at that one point. The only thing I can explain it is Erica is dog walking them, and that's why.
Oh yeah, and it really, really bothers them. They hate it that someone who is a woman and B not from the country is dog walking the shit out of them, and that really, really bothers his ego a lot. So that's why he had to respond with things that had nothing to do with what you were saying. Yeah.
And also bringing up the essay allegations and whatnot, but not pointing at the biggest collection of pages dictating many, many, many white men and what they've done to children and women.
Yeah.
It's wild to me. But they're just trying to skirt around that issue. They're 100%. Scared of it.
Yeah. Hey guys, if you're enjoying the live, hold on, guys. Guess 1 second. Guess 1 second. Guess 1 second. 1 second. I'll get to you, I promise. Guys, if you're joining live, there's a red follow button in the top left. Please do click that. Please send in your heart me's. Everybody watching me on the tube, please also subscribe. If you're not watching on tube, also subscribe. I got my gift goal. Pay links are right there above my head to show support. However, it's not needed. I do appreciate it, though, of course. Guess how old are you before we move forward?
24.
All right, now you can go ahead. What's up?
So how are we going to do anything about the citizens who cause harm to people if we just let migrants and illegals come in and do it?
Well, we should really investigate all those people in the Epstein files. Don't you think? Yeah. Their names are all right there. Why don't we get on that? Because we are clearly, Trump has done something with ICE and Kristi Noem. They're doing their thing. But we have a whole other group of people we should go investigate. Because we have a lot of evidence in those files.
I don't disagree, but what does that have to do when we're talking about illegal migrants?
So, well, hold on. You don't want violence to occur in the U.S., right? Violence like rape and murder and robbery, etc. Correct?
Of course not. But okay, again,
perfect.
If you want to do something about the citizens, you got to get rid of the illegals that do it too.
Listen. So I agree those things are bad, right? Rape is bad, robbery, murder, etc. All bad things. However, though, if we're going to look at this as a per capita, I hate to break it to you, undocumented migrants actually do those things at less of a rate. And not as an absolute overall, less of a rate per capita. So if you don't want those things to occur, actually focusing on U.S. citizens would be better to mitigate those things, not migrants.
I don't care if it is less of a rate. Again, if you want to focus
so you don't
on
care about those
tackling
things,
the issues.
But then don't lie to me. Then don't lie to me.
I absolutely do.
But then don't lie to me and say it's right. Then don't lie to me and say it's about rape and murder, etc. Right?
No, I didn't say it was about that. That's part of it.
But if you just, but it's almost like you want those migrants to go away just because you don't like them, not because of the things that you initially mentioned. So tell me the real reason why you don't want them here, because it has nothing to do with murder or rape.
Because they're illegal. That's why I don't want them here. They're
okay.
illegal.
What makes that bad? What makes that a bad thing?
because we have borders for a reason, and people who are not citizens of this country are not entitled to this land.
Sure. So we do have laws, and that's a weird thing to say. Like, there's a lot of stuff I can
Not
say.
entitled to this land.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
but
I'm
you
pretty
don't
sure
like
you guys are the open border type people, right?
We weren't
Perfect.
entitled to this land either.
So you don't like it because they're breaking laws, right?
No, I don't like it because they're not entitled to this land. I don't care about the law. I understand it's a misdemeanor, but there are a lot of things that are misdemeanors that you wouldn't want people in your community doing.
What entitles you to the land?
The fact that I'm an American citizen, natural born.
Okay, but what entitles anybody apart from indigenous people to that land? Because
the fact that we own and control it, and we have the force to back that up.
Okay, so force is what entitles you to the land.
Essentially.
Okay. So do you realise how that sounds in any way? Have you heard yourself saying that and thought, oh, that's a icky?
Might doesn't make right, but might makes.
You can't finish that sentence without the word
you
might.
can't.
Doesn't make right.
Might doesn't.
You
want to
finish that?
But might makes not far off right.
No, that's it. Might makes. Do you not understand what that means?
I just think you didn't finish it.
Make right, but might makes ... Are we to?
Yeah, essentially means it doesn't make it right, but that's just how it is.
I love this. Do you think it should be how it is?
I'm not making any sort of moral claim.
Well,
no. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What race are you?
Why does that matter?
No, I just want to ask.
I'm a Black American FBA.
Okay. So in the time, when humans were allowed to own other humans, was that okay because might makes right?
Again, I just said might does not make right. It just makes.
So
it
just
doesn't
makes
make
what?
it
It
right.
just makes
it just
what?
means it happens. It just that's what happened.
So you have no moral judgment to make on slavery then because it just happened.
I try to look at the good things out of bad situations.
Wait, what good things? There was good things from slavery?
Well, as someone of African descent, I'm glad that I wasn't born in Africa, for one.
That didn't answer the question. What good things of slavery occurred?
Yeah, that's a good thing. I'm
that didn't
American
answer the question.
Citizen.
For America, what good things happened from slavery? You weren't there back then.
Well, I'm talking about personally.
You weren't there back then. We're not talking about that.
Yes, but
slavery
the
as a
effects
whole.
of that is why I'm an American citizen.
Slavery as a whole, was there a good thing to it? Yes or no?
You can look at some of the infrastructure that was built by slaves and how it helped the economy with cotton.
The way my jaw is on the floor right now. The way my jaw is
That's
on
not
the
me saying
floor.
that slavery was okay. Again, that's just me looking at the positives.
Guys, let's just look at the positives
And you don't
of
think
slavery.
that the cons maybe outweigh the positives for the
Is this Alan?
people who died
Is this Alan?
or injured? Excuse me.
Is this Alan? You're Alan, right?
Excuse me?
You're Alan, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Go F off.
Fuck you, bitch.
Yep.
Why are you so obsessed with me? I'm not Mariah, but that just immediately popped in my head.
Well, I don't think that was by. I'm not sure that was by Mariah, so you're fine.
Hey guys, hit the red follow button in the top left if you're enjoying the live. If you're not enjoying the live, consider doing that as well. What's up? I don't know what the fuck to call you, but what's up, guest?
It looks like Leo, but it's backwards. So I would just
you can't read backwards.
Yeah, okay. So what's up, man?
So, question real quick before I cut out. Do you know what perpetual victimhood means?
I just need to know your age before we have a conversation. How old are you for TikTok 2 West?
48, he, him.
Okay, I didn't ask for your pronouns, but thanks. Perpetual victimism? Is that what you said?
So, what's perpetual victimhood? Yes, sir?
You came in and asked us this question the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, and you guys never did define it.
We don't need to because like
you need to because what you're doing is perpetual victimhood.
Okay, tell us how.
Yes, absolutely.
Sure, tell us how.
Okay. So basically, you're being perpetual victims because you're promoting, or excuse me, not promoting, but you're making everything about either racism or it's a man's problem, or that men are the reasons why.
No, not everything.
That's not always the fact, and that's not always the case.
Well, I mean, here's the deal, dude. If you don't like a same,
and then everything that debunks your stupidity, you're going to say is
stupidity. Cool. Yeah, that's nice, man. So listen, if you don't like it that we sometimes call people racist or we sometimes call them misogynist, maybe they shouldn't act that
perpetual
way.
victimhood.
Okay. Well, I mean, here's the deal. I don't say that to everybody because not everyone who comes in here is racist or sexist. Some are, many are actually. Then don't be those things.
Trump's a perpetual victim. Everything's
he
always someone else's fault. It's never his fault. Trump's a perpetual victim.
Yeah.
He loves playing victim.
I never said or claimed that he wasn't.
He blames everything on migrants or the LGBTQIA plus community.
Not any of those things.
So why don't you go? Why don't you go complain to Donald Trump that he's a perpetual victim?
When did Trump ever come out of my mouth?
Why don't you go complain to him if you think he's also a perpetual victim?
Am I talking to Donald Trump or am I talking to you?
Go into a Trump alive and tell them that they're perpetual victims. I dare you. Go now.
Why? Because I'll be wasting my time.
Because they're perpetual victims too. Nothing's ever Trump's fault. It's always someone else's. So why won't you go into one of their lives and screen record it?
I have.
Well, we need
niggas are just as dumb as you guys are.
What did he just say? Did he just slur? Did he just slur?
Dumb as you guys are.
Yeah, dude, we're not gonna have that. Yeah. I was about to kick him too. Yeah.
Doug, you're muted again. He just slurred, so I.
Yeah. No, I heard it. I was about to kick him. Here's the deal, guys. If you slur, you're going to be kicked. Okay. So I want it to be known from here on out, and I'm gonna say this every time a guest comes on up. You are asking to be kicked when that happens, okay? Meaning that you are clearly taking the L in the conversation and you want to get the fuck out of it to save yourself. So if you slur, that means you got an L. If you make fun of Erica's accent, you got an L, right? If you're asking why she's talking about American politics, that's an L, all right? Automatic L's.
If he said MAGAs and it sounded like that, then he needs to speak clearer. Because if he said that, then he has a
guys, all subscribe to me on the tube. I'm currently streaming over there, so if you're watching on the tube, thank you, Kayak. Appreciate the heart me. Make sure you guys all send in the heart me. If you don't, again, I will track you down, find you, and make you do so. Dario, hello. Hey, Dario.
Hey.
Hey, I just need to know your age before we have a conversation.
Too old. 73.
All right, sure. So what's up? What's on your mind, man?
I'm just sometimes I get disappointed with most of these lives because you entertain these guys that you know they're just terrible people, and there's no way to change or to get them to agree to anything that's good. They just keep trying to be the shit that all these Trump supporters are, and no matter what you do, what you tell them, they just want to accept anything, and no matter if you have the proof or not.
No. I think the thing is, though, when we have these conversations, and Doug would agree with me when I say this, we know that there are some of them that won't change.
For sure.
But first of all, you would be surprised with the number that come back to us and say, I've been quietly listening I've been listening. Yep. I've never come up on a live, but I've been listening to you talking to these people, and listening to you talking to them has changed my mind. So the people whose minds are changed by this are not necessarily the people that come up onto the panel and talk to us. They're the people who are, most of the people, there are, I don't know how many, 500 people, 400 people in here right now.
Sure.
The vast majority of those people are not requesting to come up on the panel. They're not even commenting in the comments. They're just very quietly just sitting in the background listening to this. And it's those people that are influenced by it. It isn't necessarily the people that come up. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
For an example, yesterday's live with Independent, that was actually a very decent conversation. He admitted he
Oh
voted.
Yeah. No, that was a great
And
conversation.
we were talking about midterms with the upcoming midterms about how if you want to do something for say the women in your life, look towards the midterms and look towards voting in that. And he was like, yeah. We actually had a very productive conversation.
Yeah, and I do want to say, and I do want to say this: if you know facts matter, or facts, is it facts still matter? What Steve? Is it facts still matter?
Yeah.
So if you know facts still matter / Steve, I actually really agree with him because his whole thing right now is trying to talk to the people who either didn't vote or like the moderates, so to speak. He's not going after MAGA anymore because I think we all can recognize that they're not going to change their opinions. If they do, cool, right? But I think it's better to go after those who were sitting on the fence, those who sat out the election, or those on the far left that thought Harris wasn't far left enough. Those are the people I think are worth speaking to and potentially changing their mind because they actually have the ability to do so. MAGA, not so much.
Some of them you can get a hint that they are, you can talk to them and they will answer you the correct way. But some of these MAGAs, like no matter what you tell them, they're just gonna come back with something stupid. No matter what, even if you have the proof, they don't want to know. They just don't want to know. So I agree. I think that's important in entertaining them.
I 100% agree with you. Hey guys, we are looking for opposition, by the way. So if you voted for Trump, hit the request button, please. Keep tapping share. Make sure you all send in the heart me. Make sure you guys all sub to me on the tube. It is Dougielifts. The link is in the bio. Yeah, man. Do you have anything else? Because I am looking for debates. Is there anything else that you wanted to say?
I'm good. Thanks.
Okay.
Appreciate
all right, sir. Hey, yeah. Take care. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And
thanks for coming up, Dario.
Yeah, thank you. Paylink is right there above my head, Dougie9192. Speaking of, I don't know why I said it that way. David, thank you for the 5 on the blue app with a V. It says I'm no longer sending in my daily heart me. So how does this work? Do I just send you my address up front, or should I pretend like I'm hiding from you for a while before you come find me? I'm not quite sure how to respond to that, David, but yes.
Thanks, David. You just reminded me to send in my daily heart me. So thanks for that.
I'm going to change the gift goal. Thanks for helping reach that, guys. Let me change it to, I don't know, something else.
Yeah, and I just want to point out, when I said that about a lot of the people in the comments just sit and listen, about 10 people commented and said, yeah, I'm one of those people that just sits here and listens.
Yep.
I don't come up on, I don't request to come up. I just sit here quietly listening. And I mean, I can give you probably 3 or 4 really good examples of people that used to come up onto panels and were heavily into Trump.
Yeah.
And whose minds have gradually been changed from listening to all of this stuff. We know that that there are a whole ton of people whose minds are not going to be changed, but the number of people that we used to have on this live, I remember just before the election, we sat here and we probably had 20 people in the box the whole night. And we were on for about 7 or 8 hours. And for the whole time, we had 15 to 20 people in the box waiting to come up and talk to us. Mm-hmm. Now, we get the same people again and again and again because there are so few people who are coming to defend Donald Trump.
Exactly.
They even if they would still vote for him, they're not proud of it anymore.
No,
the vast majority of them.
I think she's 100% right. Also, I want to get a good idea. If you're someone who watches my lives or just lives in general, and you're here and you never ever comment, you're quote unquote a lurker, you just listen, I want you to leave a comment. You don't have to leave many comments. I just want you to leave some sort of comment.
I've just got a bat signal to go somewhere else, so I'll be back in a minute.
You're good, Erica. Go ahead. Do your thing. Yeah, so cool. I thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just curious. Again, if you don't want to out yourself, so to speak, you don't have to. But I am curious if you're comfortable. Just leave a comment that if you typically lurk. This is good to see. I'm just trying to get a good idea of things. All good stuff. And that's fine, guys. Listen, you don't have to leave comments or anything like that. There's lives I just purely listen to. I don't really ever leave comments. Actually, two of them that would be the case. RTP, I'm sure many of you guys know him, and Facts Don't Matter. They both do morning lives where it's like a news thing. They don't quite do debates. They just use this sort of news thing, and I just listen. I think they have terrific, and I really encourage you guys to follow RTP and Facts Don't Matter. They have really good morning lives where it's just like it's news based. They're great. But this is good to hear. So all of you who are the lurkers, thank you. I appreciate you guys just watching in general. Now, having said that, if you guys can still tap in and share, that would be great. Yeah, RTP is great. I'm also curious, and also, guys, I'm still looking for opposition. For people who do watch my lives often-ish, right? What is it that you like? I'm just purely curious. What is it that you like that encourages you to watch me? And with that
smile.
with that being said, is there anything else that you would want the lives to contain that you feel like would be better in general? You learn stuff. Okay. I like that. Learning stuff is always good. Learning. Factual information. You like the debates. There's not a lot of yelling. That is true. Well, try not to, at least. Erica. Listen, guys, I know most of you guys don't really like me. You just like Erica. I like when you argue with MAGA. That you say, "Oh, you don't grift in education." Okay. That's cool, Rachel. I like that. What else we got? Being calm. We like you too. It's okay. I get it. It's mostly Erica. Very calm, steady voice. You don't let the ops run things. Cool. I like you. I like you guys together. I think we're a good. I think Erica and I are really good. We spoke about this before. I think we're really good. I don't know if I want to say team, but like, I personally don't like. What's that?
I'd say y'all are a team.
Fair enough. I don't like to yell off the bat. I don't like to prejudge them off the bat. At least I try not to. I do want to encourage good conversations. My biggest pet peeve is when I watch other people who do mostly debates, like off the bat, they start either yelling at them or just not even allowing them to speak. And like what are you getting out of that, really? But no, I think Paige is great. Alex here on the panel. Love having her up. I think I like having people that offer different things to the live that I just can't. Like Alex, for example, she's a professor. She knows a shitload more about certain aspects of things than I will ever know in 10 lifetimes. Great having her up. Same with Erica. She knows plenty more about a lot of things that I don't know about at all. So like, while I do like doing one-on-ones, they can be fun to do. I like having other people up because I just don't know everything, and I think it's good that there's other people on the panel that can offer things that I cannot. And yes, Matt is my brother. All right, guys, where is opposition though? Speaking of, I've been talking for too long.
They were here. There was a few of them that people were telling to get in the box.
Yeah. Yeah, Marley, I know he used to be. For anybody that has watched me for like a while, like talking over a year and a half ago, yeah, you would know what Marley is referring to. So you've been with me a while, Marley. You've been with me through thick and thin. There's also the occasional thirst trap. It happens on occasion. But gotta be careful with that on this app, as you guys know. Counter camera facts. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. Again, make sure you all send in your heart me. If you don't already follow me, give me a follow. And if you voted for Trump, there is a request button at the bottom. It looks like a pink and blue person. It's exactly to the right of the little comment thing, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. don't care not voting in the midterm. Well, Josh, you would be someone I would like to hear from. I'm curious as to why you wouldn't be voting in the midterms. Facts Matter was rude. Glad he's gone. Yes. Yes, he was. And guys, we are not talking about Facts Still Matter / Steve. Different people.
I was gonna say I must have missed that other one.
Yeah, his name was Facts Matter. He also had another account called MAGA Slayer. He may still do lives. Guys, does he still do lives? Because he's blocked me a long time ago, so I have no idea if he still does lives or not.
That MAGA Slayer one sounds familiar.
Yeah, he has a name, MAGA Slayer or Facts Matter, which is, again, I want to make it very clear, he's a different person than Facts Still Matter. Oh, he sucks still on sometimes. Listen, like, there was times he was funny. I'm not going to say otherwise. He had funny things and stuff, and he was knowledgeable on certain things, but, like, he was also pretty rude at times, and he would say things that were a little red flaggy, stuff like that. So, yeah. And we just had a very big disagreement about something, and so that's why he's not on the panel anymore. Misogynistic, yes. He's an older, yeah, because I don't remember his age, mid-60s or so. So he's not like he's like a liberal, not a leftist, meaning like he was totally fine. Like he would call like women sometimes like darling and stuff, like kind of pet type names and stuff like that, which is just things you probably shouldn't say to a woman, you know.
And I'm sure the women were like, "Please don't call me that."
Yeah, stuff like that.
A lot of women will correct.
Yeah. What else would he say? He would just make some very off-color jokes. I would say, "Sweetie," he would call them. That's right. I forgot about that one. Yeah. And then he would get corrected, and he would get upset when he got corrected, and it just got to the point where I just couldn't have him on anymore. So, anyways, we lost a lot of viewers talking about all that. If you voted for Trump, hit the request button, please. Okay. He got mad at you. Yeah, if you ever correct him on any type stuff, he's not really one that takes criticism very well, like at all. At all. Oh, we still got a good amount of people watching on the tube. Hello, tubers. We got 26 people watching on the tube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And guys, the tube is starting to grow a little bit. It really is. Again, I only just started it. We got a little over 500 people. So if everybody here in the TikTok chat can subscribe to me, again, it's Dougielifts. That would be great. That would be really, really good. I'm really trying to grow that. I want to get it to the point where I get like similar amount of viewers as I get here, just in case something ever happens to TikTok. I definitely want something to have as a backup, so to speak. Done it on day 1 on 2. I like it. Thank you, John. Yeah, John, you've been great. I appreciate you. Thank you. Well, I don't know what's going on, guys. We haven't gotten our guest but it may be a time for
really quiet.
I know, it's gone super quiet. We had like 500 plus people like 10 minutes ago, and it's just gone quiet as fuck. Am I going to do call-ins? Well, that's something I want to do perfectly, and that's why I need to set up the Google number, because thank you, Mary, for subscribing. I want to do it because there are people that have been asking on the tube to call in, and I just don't have that number set up yet. So I really need to get that going. I did have a Google number, but it seems like it wasn't working for whatever reason. So, because I tried calling it, and it went to a voicemail of somebody else. And then they tried calling me back yesterday. And I know, and then they tried calling me back yesterday, and I, of course, didn't answer it. So I guess it's not the right Google number.
Just ignore it; it'll go away.
Yeah, that's what I do with most things in life. If I just ignore it, it'll go away. For some things, it's true. Other things, not so much. Well, I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes, guys. If not, we'll do a restart. Yeah, David, I know you got that call back as well. I don't know what happened. Like, I had this number set up. I checked on Google. It was the number, but I guess maybe it expired and somebody else happened to get a new phone and got that number. Maybe I don't know. I can try now, I guess. I don't know. I'll worry about it at a different time. We could talk about Happy Meals. Do those still come with toys? I wish. Yeah, right, David.
I have no idea.
If the number isn't used for 30 days, they deactivate it. I thought it was like 90 days or something. Because I was getting a warning saying that they're going to deactivate it in a couple of days, but I used it before. I don't know. Whatever. I'll just have to use a different number. I suppose. What else? I don't know. I got a good workout in today, which I'm happy about.
What'd you do today?
Well, I did. I only do two. I only work out twice a week, and I know I should be doing that more. But today, I just do a full body workout with an emphasis on legs. So for upper body, all I did was a chest press machine. And then I did pull downs, just under pull downs. That's all I did for upper body, and then for lower body, I did a hack squat. I did hyper extensions for my hamstrings and butt. Then I did hip abduction, moving my hips outwards, and I did seated leg curls. So full body, and I do that just twice a week.
Do you prefer seated leg curls to like laying down leg curls?
Yeah, there's
I always hear arguments back and forth between the benefits of the two.
Yeah, so if you're going to do one, the research shows that the seated leg curls do actually grow the hamstrings more because you're in a lengthened position. The hamstrings are when you're seated, as opposed to lying. So it seems to put more emphasis on the hamstrings. However, the lying one does bias one part of the hamstring more. I forget which one it is because there's 3 parts of the hamstring, right?
Yeah, there's the bicep femoris, semitendinosus, and semimembranosus. So that's from lateral to medial.
Yeah, I think it's the first one that you mentioned, the bicep, whatever.
The bicep femoris.
Yeah, I think the lying leg curl emphasizes that one a bit more. So I think in a perfect world, it'd be best if you maybe did like a couple sets of both or something. But I think if you were to choose one, the seated does grow the hamstrings a bit more. But in general, guys, if you do want to grow your hamstrings, like the back of your legs, if you guys don't know what a hamstrings is, I do definitely encourage doing like hyperextensions, like the thing that ends at the hip and you're going down like that. Really works the hamstrings well. Romanian deadlifts, good mornings. They really work the hamstrings well. So I would do those. Yeah.
I was at the gym one time, this was a few years ago, and I was doing good mornings, and a man came over and decided to lecture me about how my back is going to get all messed up. And I'm like, good thing I'm not focusing on my back when I'm doing these. I can feel the stretch in my hamstrings. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I hate it when people do that.
I'm just a silly woman.
I hate it when people do that. It's so annoying, and it's just, it's ridiculous.
Like, the only time I would ever go up to someone at my gym, which I have done, is to help shorter individuals, specifically women, with our cable machines, because our cable machines are very tall. They're a little bit taller than other ones I've seen at gyms. So a lot of them step on the seat, reach up to unclip the bar, and I'm like, that is super unsafe. You could fall, I don't want to see anyone get hurt. I've seen people get hurt at a gym. I don't want to see it. So I go up to them and I'm like, you could pull, take the pin out, pull the bar all the way down, and then hook it in. And that way it stays. And it doesn't really hurt the machine, I don't believe, because I've been doing it. A lot of people do it now. And they're like, oh, that helps so much. I'm like, exactly. And then I leave. Not there to talk about your form or anything. None of my business.
I know, and I'm a personal trainer, at the gym, and I still don't go up to people and do it because nobody wants to hear that shit. If somebody asks me, then yes, I will provide advice. But other than that, I'm just not going to because it's not really my place to, and nobody wants to hear it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a stupid thing to say because like you need to strengthen your lower back and like doing things where you're doing either like spinal extension or spinal flexion. Like, those are gonna work your lower back, and you should. It's probably a good idea to strengthen it.
I know. If anything, I'm not going to be lifting anything off the ground with my lower back. Like I don't know where, because again, the bar's not even on the ground. It's on your shoulders, and you're bending over.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, it's stupid. All right, guys. Well, I think it's restart time. Okay. People watching on the tube. There's still people watching on the tube, which is odd to me. You know what's funny? There are people trying to argue with me on the tube, but I don't even really look at the comments on the tube all that often. This person like was arguing and said, "Oh, because I didn't respond to them, that means they must be right." I'm literally just seeing your comments right now, so I don't really care about you. Sorry. All right, guys. I'm gonna restart. I'm gonna restart. It's gonna be very quick. I'm literally just gonna click end live and then click start live. The people on the tube, I'm not gonna restart that. Just stay put. Okay. But actually, you're welcome to come back. Of course, you don't have to. Make sure you guys follow me if you want to continue to watch, but it's literally going to be 2 seconds. So, bye. All right, and those watching on the tube, we are now live again. Look at that. Efficiency. All right, well, I'll talk to you people on the tube for the next minute or two while TikTok comes back up. Her voice makes your head hurt. Well, James, don't watch the goddamn live then. What else? Yeah, again, people on the tube, I don't know. You guys seem very angry for whatever reason. So, yeah, I do have a question. If you do watch on the tube, why are you guys so much angrier than people on TikTok? Like, I find that to be fascinating. Anyways, what's up, TikTokers? Make sure you all give me a follow. And yeah. All right, let's let it load back up. Mopping the floor. Guys, we're almost at 60,000 for the tube, or not for the tube, for TikTok. Let's try to get there, guys. We're a few thousand away. Let's make it happen. So if you watch me often and you don't follow me, you're goddamn follow me. Hey, what's up? You're dead.
How's it going?
Not much, man. I just need to know your age before we move forward.
23.
All right, what's up?
Are you actually a communist?
That thing is satirical.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought
That's good.
it looks like. I mean, it's pretty obviously satire. I find it odd that you couldn't pick up on that.
I mean, I didn't read it all. I just saw.
Okay. What's communism?
Yes, I'm paid what?
What is communism?
Exactly.
No, what is communism? No,
when the people own the means of production.
That's socialism.
Okay.
So, what is communism?
It's a great question.
Well, you were about to criticize me for you thinking I'm a communist, but it doesn't seem like you know what communism is.
I mean, I just know it's never worked before.
But if you don't know what communism is, how can you even have a debate on that?
I mean,
like I'm just gonna give you a heads up. If you try to go and debate someone who's legit a communist on this app, and you come in not knowing the definition, you are gonna be like cooked hard. Like it's gonna like not go well for you. I'm just saying, if you want to debate communism,
I don't think I need to know exactly what communism is to know that.
Sure, you do.
Has it ever worked? But has it ever worked before on a large scale?
I'm just saying, if you don't know, but if you
has
don't
it
know
ever
what it
worked
is
before on a large scale?
But if you don't know what it is, how can you have that
but
conversation?
Has it ever worked before on a large scale?
But,
Just yes or no.
Why are you avoiding my question? If you don't know what it is,
I said I don't know the exact definition.
It's not that you don't know the. It's not that you don't know the exact definition. You don't know the definition at all. I find it odd. I find it odd that you're trying to debate it. I find it very odd that you're trying to debate something that you don't even know what it is.
Can you answer a simple question, yes or no? Has communism ever worked on a large scale?
But you don't know what communism is. And well, Erica, you're welcome to answer it.
Has communism ever worked on a large scale?
But you don't know what it is. Go ahead, Erica. Go ahead.
It's never been attempted, and I'll tell you why. Because
what do you mean?
let me finish. I'll explain to you. So Karl Marx, when he wrote Das Kapital, which is like the basis for communism, said that there were a very strict set of criteria which had to be achieved prior to communism working. And that is, and I'll explain to you exactly what that is. It's that we got to end stage capitalism to what's called an oligopoly, which is a total monopoly of everything. And so when you get to the point where only a couple of companies own everything, what will happen, his idea was, what would happen was prices would increase, and wages would go down because there's no competition in employment, because everybody's employed by the same 4 or 5 companies. So they don't have to increase your salary because you can only go and work for one of those. And so your salary would be going down whilst at the same time prices are increasing. And at that point there would be a revolution, the people would overthrow the government, and communism would be instituted. Now, all of the places that have tried it have never been in that situation where there has been an oligopoly and where one or a few companies have owned everything. So communism actually has, although places have called themselves communist, that actual communism has never really been tried.
Guys, we can get to new guests at 15,000 likes. We are looking for opposition. I see that one guest in a request box. We'll get to you shortly. Hang tight. 15,000 likes, that boy. Thank you. Thank you. Yeehaw! All right, guys, go ahead and respond to her.
So what would you call like North Korea, Cuba, USSR? What would you call those?
Well, they're all different things because they're all different to each other. So under communism, for example, everybody would receive the same from the government. Well, not even from the government, because under communism the government doesn't exist. The people are the government. In North Korea, Doug, all I can hear is you.
I'm sorry.
In North Korea, are the people the government?
No,
so it's not communist then, is it? In Russia, are the people the government?
No.
Okay, so it's not communist, and it wasn't communist at the time because the people weren't the government.
So what would you call it?
Well, I would say it was an attempt at, not a very successful attempt at, but as I said, we've never actually seen it attempted because we haven't got to the economic point at which Marx said that it would be able to be successful.
But are you pro that, where everyone pretty much just gets paid the same thing? There's no private property. There's personal property, but not private property.
I don't. Right. Okay. My personal opinion on it is, it sounds like a nice idea, but I don't know if it's workable because of human nature.
Exactly what me and my husband say all the time about it.
So it sounds lovely, but I don't think it's workable.
That's reasonable.
I mean, you can kind of compare that to also capitalism as well. People are the issue at the end of the day. These things could work, but again, like Erica
humans
said,
ruin everything.
in theory. Well, we kind of do sometimes.
But it's the same as like unfettered capitalism is a terrible thing for people.
Exactly.
It's an awful, arguably far worse than communism. Unfettered capital. No, it is. We've seen it, right? We've seen like indentured servants, right? In this country, if you were brought up in the 1800s, if you were brought up in an orphanage, at the end of your time in the orphanage, that you would sign up to be an indentured servant to like a mill or some kind of dangerous industrial work where you had to work for that mill owner or that company for a period of time, and there was no way of getting out of that. And if you got out of that, they could come and arrest you and drag you back kicking and screaming. Like, unfettered capitalism is terrible because they can come, but you are at the he's gone away.
Oh,
what a shame.
He just left. Why? Like, that's so weird. So like, it's not like it was even a debate. You guys were just talking about an educational thing. That's so weird. Sorry guys, I'll be back. We are looking for opposition. I don't even know if there's people in the box or not. I'm not even by the computer. Are there people in the box or no?
Only Zach.
I'm fine with it as long as you guys are. I know the chat probably won't be, but I'm fine with it. I know it gets. I know how it gets. I get it. But do you guys want? Are you okay talking to him?
I just remembered.
Well, do it for a little bit.
About talking to Zach.
There's nothing difficult about it. You're just putrid.
I mean, that's such a ridiculous thing to say about someone.
Zach, do you think it's possible? And I'm not by the computer. I can't even see. Do you think it's possible if like a lot of people dislike you in a lot of different places? Do you think there could be something to that?
Well, and by a lot of different places, you mean on TikTok?
Yeah, I mean, like, but there's other people that come on that aren't heavily disliked, though. So it's not because of, like, you vote for someone else, because there are other people that come on.
But you know why I anger people the most.
Well, I don't know, because, again, there are other oppositions that come on that guests don't really dislike tons. At least in relation to you.
I would argue that those other oppositions are either personally so different from the panelists that they have no interest in their opinion or their worldview or whatever,